Buying car insurance is no longer a luxury, but a necessity for anyone with a car. However, the process of getting this kind of cover can be quite tough and sometimes confusing. This is especially if one is struggling to find a cheap auto cover, as the individual will need to compare covers from various providers. Such persons therefore need information on finding an affordable car insurance. Marietta. Many people have been duped along the way when searching for a cheap cover, as they have ended up getting a cover that does not insure them completely, hence losing a lot when involved in an accident. Therefore, persons should remove the word cheap from their minds and set out to look for an affordable cover. At least this way, they will be able to find an affordable cover that will insure them completely. Therefore, to ensure an affordable cover, first a person must search for the right provider. To avoid the hassle of searching for these companies, an individual can always get an independent insurance agent to help him find the right provider. An independent agent usually represents several companies and can compare quotes from the various companies and advise one accordingly on which provider to pick. All one has to give information on what he can afford, among other things. With a particular provider, a person should inquire if they offer a discount on premium. In order to obtain a discount on premium, there are certain things that a person should ensure. First, he ought to drive below certain miles in a year. This means the person will have to use public transport instead. Another thing is should have a good driving record, take safety driving classes, and ensure to update his safety equipment. It is also important that persons take a cover they need. There is no need of taking an auto policy that caters for medical expenses if the individual already has a medical policy, as this will be a waste of money. Therefore, one should take a car policy that only caters for repairs of the vehicle after an accident, and thus minimize his expenses. It is advisable that an individual does not make unnecessary or minor claims with his provider. When a vehicle has minor issues, which can be repaired at a small fee, a person should do the repairs on his own and maintain the receipt. This way the person will be allowed later to make a no claim discount or bonus, and thus this contributes to having an affordable cover. Yet another thing that a person can do is changing the policy every once in a while. One can raise his deductibles or lower his coverage to reduce premium paid. However, before attempting any of these two moves, the individual should always consult with his independent agent, who will evaluate the finances of a person and advise accordingly. Even though it may be hard to find cheap car insurance, Marietta, by using this information, persons will have an affordable policy. This will ensure that people save in the end. However, persons must first ensure to get a reputable provider who gives has a favorable policy.